What do you think of when someone says the word condo? Some stuffy high-rise with one small elevator that you have to share with your neighbor's dog Fifi? No, that's not even close. There's a lot you need to know about condos before you buy one. And in fact, I'm going to give you the 7 things you need to know before buying a condo in the Cleveland area right here in this video. So stay tuned. Wesley Croft here with the Rooted Real Estate Group right here in the Cleveland area. And if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about working, living, eating, sleeping, playing, and yes, condos here in the Cleveland area, then go ahead and tap that subscribe button and hit the little bell so you'll be notified every time I do a video like this. And if you're thinking at any time about moving to Cleveland or relocating to Cleveland or moving within Cleveland, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. However you want to get in touch with us, we've got your back when moving to the Cleveland area. So we get asked about condos quite often here in Cleveland, and a lot of people think that they're just these one-size-fits-all square buildings with no character and white walls, but that's just not true. So I'm going to give you the top 7 things you need to know when buying a condo here in the Cleveland area. Number 1 on the list is location. Now the truth about condo location in Cleveland is that they're everywhere. So downtown, on the lake in Lakewood, on the lake Rocky River, East Lake by Crocker Park, the East School and the hospital campuses. You can literally find them everywhere. So if you're thinking about moving into a condo but aren't sure if there's one in your desired area, I can almost guarantee you that there will be. All right, so number 2 on the list, and this is the question that I might get the most, is what's the difference between a condo and a townhome? And this is a tough question. So what it really boils down to is the type of insurance that's carried by the homeowners association. Now we'll get to the homeowners association in a minute, but typically with a condo, the association insurance covers the actual structure, meaning the roof, the siding, the windows, and so on. But with a townhome, the owner is typically responsible for the exterior maintenance of the property, like mowing the grass or fixing the roof and that sort of thing. Now there are exceptions to these rules, like some townhome associations will mow the grass, but as far as the overall view of the difference, it's really not in who owns the property, but it's all about the property structure itself. All right, number 3 on the list of things you need to know before buying a condo in the Cleveland area is that the list price doesn't tell the whole story. Now I've met quite a few folks who see the price tags on some of these condos and they get all starry-eyed because they think the prices are so low. Well, that is until they see the monthly homeowners association dues. Now, I just did a quick search on condos in Cleveland that are active right now on the market, and here are some of the numbers for HOAs right now per month. 450, 1,015, 247, 155, 469. There's a huge wide range of HOA fees out there, and they cover a lot of different things. So some have pools, some cover trash, some cover water, some provide parking spots. It's just all dependent on the complex. So make sure you know and understand what those fees cover before you sign the dotted line. Now, number 4, and this is a big one, is make sure you take a look at the HOA docs prior to purchase. Now your agent should have an addendum for you to sign that gives you the ability to review the HOA docs and then be released from the contract should you not like something in there. So one of the big things I'd make sure to ask is, are there any assessments coming up that I should know about? So one of the big assessments that we see here in Cleveland are assessments that have to do with replacing the HVAC system, so the heating and cooling system in the building. Another huge assessment could come in the form of adding on to or remodeling the existing parking structure, or replacing all the windows in the building, or so on and so forth. So if you're not aware of these before you buy and they're assessed later, you could be paying hundreds and in some cases thousands of dollars more than you anticipated. All right, so number 5 on the list of things you need to know before buying a condo in the Cleveland area is what the condo market itself looks like. So I ran some stats just to see what's been going on lately. Now, given everything that's going on in the world right now, as you can imagine, overall listings are down at the moment from this same time last year. But that's not too terrible though, considering that right now there are over 300 condos for sale in Cuyahoga County, and actually that number is up almost 6.5% over last month. And actually 150 condos sold in March and almost the same amount sold in April. So the condo market here overall is still doing very well. All right, so my number 6 thing that you need to know is, when is the right time to buy a condo in the Cleveland area? So one word of caution here: steer clear of the summer months. Now it seems that no one wants to move in the dead winter of Cleveland, and I totally understand that. But according to the numbers, the absolute best time to purchase a condo in the Cleveland area is, you guessed it, in the dead of winter. Now, there's hardly no one looking, and the people that are selling in the winter, they need to sell. So there may be a little more wiggle room there to negotiate where there might not be in the summer months when the market is really hopping. So the best time to buy a condo in Cleveland, the winter. And finally, number 7 on the list, it comes down to knowing about condos and townhomes. I mean, there's a lot more that goes into these, from the difference between condos and townhomes, how to read HOA docs, how to leverage knowledge about assessments. We've seen people get into these places without knowing a lot about them, and they get taken advantage of. And we do not want that to happen. So it all comes down to having the right team behind you to get it done safely for you and your family. So feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and we can help you find that perfect place. So whatever you're looking for, or wherever you're looking, we're the professionals when helping you move within or relocate to the greater Cleveland area. But to get that help, you got to get in touch. So however you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back when moving to the Cleveland area. Take care.